Yeah. So today I woke up at like, I would say like 4:45 in the morning. Then I made breakfast. Then after breakfast, I I was watching some, videos about the mycelium network. Then I took a nap. Then after I woke up from the nap, I was thinking, what am I going to do today? You know? Like, but it was a weird feeling because when I woke up earlier at around 4:45 in the morning, my thought was, because I had a headache the night before, and it's like I was sort of still feeling like I had to rest and relax because my body was just showing me that I had to slow down. So after I woke up, after the nap, and I asked myself, what am I going to do today? I thought of all the goals I have to get done, and I made a list. And I made a list of things I have to get so that I could complete my projects. I was only able to get a couple of things today, but it's like after I woke up from the nap, I did watch some more videos, of course, expanding my consciousness, even though, it's sort of like a routine that happens. At first I was listening to meditation music for pain relief, like, because I was doing my best to let go of the pain. The binaural beats, they help to like change the frequency, and they actually do help. Because last night when I had a headache, I didn't take no pain reliever. I listened to binaural beats, like, meditation. Well, it's like some type of tones, that help. I think it was like 158 hertz or something, or some type of, tones, that help to like slow down your mind so that you can relax and let go of tension. And it actually helped to get rid of the headache. So yeah, it's like, like last night, that headache was just crazy, intense. It was a migraine, not no regular headache. It's the type of headache that when you move, you feel the pain. So I was like out of commission. I was out of commission when that headache came along. And yesterday was the day that, I got that call, that, it just changed my whole vibe for some reason. Even though I was doing my best to relax, like as you can see in the video, I was saying, let's not let it get to us and stuff, but still my mind was affected, my brain was affected, I got a headache. So it's not like I had any control over that, you know. That's my body showing me that I have to slow down, you know. Even if I wanted to release tension naturally without even doing anything like listening to binaural beats, I still had to slow down and listen to that. You see, that's the way my body works, you know. It's like if there's a situation, it's like my body always shows me, hey, you gotta slow down. You may have to stay home today, you know. You may have to walk instead of skate, you know. You may have to, you know, there's a lot of things. Like you may have to decline any type of meetings, you know. And it's not me being selfish in a negative way. Like it's me being practicing self-care, you know. That's me practicing self-care, because if I were to not listen to myself or my body or my heart or my mind, well then the result would be that I would get sick, because the pain is going to show up because of not listening, you know. So after I made that list earlier today, I got some of the things that I was thinking about getting, and I got you know, another I got like 2 more copper pipes to extend the height of this pyramid that I made, you know. So as you can see, if you look up, you know, it goes all the way there now. And that right there, you see, this right here is the coupling. So that makes it come together. So now I can actually be on my seat. I can sit down underneath it. So that's weight, and I can also stand up, and you know, I can walk underneath it. I could do anything, and I can also put it over my bed too. That's why I decided that it would be a good idea to do that, because you know, it seemed like every single time I had it, because it only went up to 5 feet before, and I'm way taller than 5 feet, of course. So when it was 5 feet, it was like it took up too much space in my floor, you know. So it's like I would have to go around it and stuff, or things wouldn't fit underneath it. So me actually adding this extension actually makes it so that I have better access to everything in my room here, and I can actually I could walk underneath it, and I could do anything. It's not getting in the way of the floor. So that was a good thing, because you know, I was like, in a way, I was thinking, you know, let's do it when I plan on meeting up with someone, like, because I was thinking that I could do it on that same day, but then I was thinking, no, why not just do it right now? Because if I do it now, then I'm listening to my impulse and my I can make a decision right away instead of just waiting for the perfect time, when the time is usually right now. Right now is the time to do anything. Everything else is just, all the easy things are the things that you should be working on, because they take up less of your mental strength, to do. And then the more you tackle all the easier things, then you could get to the more, things that require more mental concentration and focus. And that's what I'm focusing on. It's basically, all the simple stuff. The stuff that has to be done. And then go to the more complicated stuff. So, because I was thinking, because if I would have did it on a different day, it's like even if it seems like that other thing is important too, at the same time, it's like it's just something is telling me, I'm just, because if I did that, it would have been like I wouldn't have had a chance to go outside, because I would have stayed inside. And instead of staying inside, I decided to go outside so that I could enjoy the weather. And it was cloudy when I went outside, but then once I got outside, the clouds went away. And then, it was just a blue sky and everything. It's like the clouds disappeared when I showed up. So I know that there's a reason for that, of course. Yeah, so there's really no need to rush, but at the same time, I know how important things are to do. And other people may not understand. They may not understand why I may not show up to certain things. But I'm usually the type of person that if I say I'm going to meet up with someone, I usually do. I usually do. I'm not the type of person that says I'm going to do something and then don't do it. Because if I didn't know what the outcome would be, I wouldn't have made the plan in the first place. Because that's kind of crazy for something like that to happen. For you to say you're going to meet up at a certain time and they did not even follow through. It could be considered disrespectful to do that, because then you're not respecting somebody else's time. But then again, it's like, you have to keep in mind that sometimes if something does happen where you don't show up to something, it's usually something else that's affecting the plan from taking place. And sometimes it's just, unforeseen circumstances that change your plans. And that's why you can't always be angry at people either if they don't show up. Because sometimes it's not even them. It's just they have a lot of demonic energy or chaotic demonic energy that's attaching to them, and it's affecting their plans. And how I know this is because I've seen how that could happen. But you know, you have to keep your vibrations so high, you know, that you have to keep your vibrations high to the point that, you know, that you stay in a flow, constant flow of self-care and getting in touch with nature. Yeah. So, what else? I put my painting up here. You know, I have been feeling very creative lately, and I feel like painting something because I can paint, you know, and I can draw. And I'm not sure if I should show you this. Let's see. Oh, I'm not even sure if I even showed you it before. I think I did. I think I did show you. I think I did. Let me see. Gosh, my nail is like literally like kind of, you know, I've been working so much that my nail is actually cracking. But like I was saying, that's the Michael Jackson poster I have. And if you look up there, that's my painting that I made over there, you know? That's water paint made with water pencils, with, you know, watercolor pencils. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of things I've been working on. And I think that in a way, like, even though people say, oh, don't tell people your plans, like, am I really telling people my plans? Really? I don't think that that's really, it's like, what are you going to talk about if you don't talk about what you're thinking about, you know? Like, that's kind of weird. Like, if I had nothing to, that just doesn't make any sense, you know? It's not like I'm really telling people my plans. I'm telling people what I'm working on, but that's not the whole freaking plan. You know, some people, like, even if you say whatever you say, people are still going to have their own opinions, and so you might as well just do your best in every moment. That's all you could do. You can only increase your energy, increase your ability to, you know, really tune into yourself, tune into the power within, tune into your connection with source, tune into, you know, just everything that you feel is possible. Like, I know that everything is possible. I know everything is possible. So, and I've heard that like almost all of my life. That's the reason why, you know, a large part of me is always knowing, you know, like, I know that everything is possible and anything is possible. So because of that, you know, I go I dream big. I have big dreams. I don't just have like small dreams. And you gotta see everything as a stepping stool. You can't really be like, think that it can only be done a certain way. Like, you have to use the tools around you to get to your destination. Even and you have to be able to discern what's harmonious for you. Like, what feels the most harmonious. Because when I weighed things, like, what felt more harmonious was being authentic. Even if that meant being true about what I feel and what I experience when it comes to the mental world, or the thought world. And by doing that, it's just like, when they talk about mental health, it's all it's about taking care of your mind. That's still part of self-care, and it's still sort of like spiritual in nature, because everything that's spiritual also has to deal with how you think and feel. So, like, how can you deny what you feel? And it's like, if you know that you gotta do something, like, you have to take time for yourself. Like, that's you taking responsibility for your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people, I feel that there's a lot of people that think that there's something wrong with that. Like, they judge someone just because they're focusing on their mental health. And then, there is a lot of stuff that happens in that field that is sort of kind of corrupted. Because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And a lot of, in the mental health field, there's a lot of people that use that as a way to use you as collateral. And it's just, you could get led to a place where you didn't even really think that you were gonna be led to. But it's just part of the whole thing, because depending on your situation, certain things are gonna come about. If you had a supportive environment that can help you with your mental health, then it's sort of, you already have the support around you. But you have to ask yourself, why would you have mental health issues if your environment was right around you, right? So it's like, that means that your environment isn't right if you have mental health issues. And since that's the case, that's the reason why sometimes people have to find ways to navigate that whole situation. And a lot of mental health stuff really is because of the effects of poverty and the effects of bad relationships and bad family dynamics. So it's like, it's all connected. And not only that, but if you know, have, it's like, because it's almost like if you feel attacked when you're around when you're around family, and then you feel attacked when you're at work, well, then what's the next step, right? Getting a business, your own business, right? But the thing about that is that how do you know that your business is going to succeed, right? But then you still need supports. So at that point, it's like, you see, it's all just different pathways that you have to choose from. And the best pathway is basically to just keep yourself open to all pathways. Basically, that's really what it is. Because then it's like when you play all parts, play all paths, then it's like you could say, well, at least I tried that, because you shouldn't leave any stone unturned. That's the saying that they say. Don't leave any stone unturned, because how do you know where something would lead to if you don't try it? And you see, I've tried a lot of things. And I'm always developing my skills, and that's my main focus. Is developing my skills and focusing on my passion, because I know that there's a vision within me that has always, been. There's something within me. I'm focusing on that, and that's how I live my life. So everything will bear fruit, as you plant the seed, water your idea. Your idea is the seed, and you water your idea, you give it energy. At some point, it'll bear fruit. Just like me thinking about painting my version of the sun led to this painting, and that's my fruit. I bore some fruit. When I was in college, I was influenced by Michael Jackson. That's why I got this poster right here of Michael Jackson. And like ever since then, I've always been about, taking care of the planet, sustainability, and making sure that the generations ahead of us are going to be in a position that they can live their best life. So that's, I don't know, this almost sounds like another repetition of what I usually talk about. But I think the main thing was that I was talking about, getting these extensions, extending this, pyramid, organite pyramid that I created, that I built. See, as you can see. So I feel that because I was able to do that, I accomplished something today. I accomplished something that I had in my mind, an idea, and I didn't let anything stop me from going after it, because I knew that it was possible. I knew that it was possible, and so I did it. And it was instant, you know. I knew what I knew the vision I had in my mind. I thought about it. You know, I looked online for the prices of copper pipe, and from then I knew exactly what I was going to do. You know, like, you have to know the options in order to know what to do. You know, if you don't know certain options, you won't be able to move or know what to do, because you don't have any visual understanding of something yet, or you don't know the process yet. So you have to look at life like that, you know, like, if you're going through something that, you know, you don't know what to do, it's really because you still haven't been exposed to the information in order to be able to make the next move. So then that's the reason why you're still in the same position that you were the day before, or a minute before, or a day before, you know, like, you have to expose yourself to different information or different environments in order to really see what's possible. You have to be able to talk to people and see what they know, because that's how you learn about what can be done. And you have to look and see if it actually is compatible with you, because sometimes something that somebody else could do and that's easy for them, it's not as easy for you, because you have a different way that you process information, or that you do, like you're different, so certain things may not work the same for you as they work for someone else. So you have to know that you are special and unique, and you shouldn't feel ashamed for you being yourself, ever, because the universe supports you. And you have to know that all these people, some of them may support you and some of them may not. But that doesn't mean that you are not special. So that's the message, like, live your best life. Have self-love, self-love, tune into your connection with Source, and just know that things will work out, especially because you're using your inner eye to imagine, and it's just a matter of believing it. It's a matter of believing, knowing, because it's, that's what life is about. Expansion. It's about expanding. And that's the message. Until next time.